Hello, I'm Miss Marnick here with another math lesson for you today.
Stop pretending to be me. I am the real Miss Marnick, and here is your math lesson.
I want to be you.
We can't all be this fabulous.
Brought to you by Stuck On You stickers, coming this spring. So I'd like you to have your paper in front of you. Make sure your first and last name are on the front. And you're going to be taking care of your daily CCR today. So do some of this underlining with me before you get started. And then you'll be able to end the video and go ahead and work on your activities today. So the first step is write the rule and fill in the missing numbers. Make sure you number the tasks 1 and 2. Ask yourselves, are the numbers going up or down? Okay, and do your arrow and your choice for operations and your rule boxes. We're filling in these numbers, so make sure you put equals 28 and 3. Okay. Which number rounds to 5,000 when rounded to the nearest hundreds? You need to round each of these, or at least have your evidence for the one that is correct. Sorry. Lincoln and Steph need to do this many total push-ups to get an award. Lincoln did this, Steph did this. Bracket the question, how many push-ups do they still have to do? That's like saying how many do they still have left to do, and you should know what operation that is. So you have some things to take care of on there to figure that out. Okay. All right, what equation would you do to see if 3 is a factor of 94? Factors are the numbers multiplied together to find 94. And is 3 one of those factors? All right, go ahead and solve this. I'm going to do this with you, so do it with me. Pause if you need. 24004. Oops. Sorry. Minus 428. All right, 4 minus 8. I can't do that, so more on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. There's nothing to go next door and get, so we're going to box until you can steal something, which is right here. We're not boxing the 2. You can take from this 4. We cross it off. Okay, we do 1 less and 9s and add 10 at the end, and it's a 4, so this is going to be 14 now, not just a 10, so be careful with that. And then you can do your subtraction. Last one, what is the place value? Place value is the name of the place, and we have it all caps here. Okay, like ones, tens, hundreds, comma, thousands, 10,000 of the 2, and we're underlining the 2, so it stands out. All right, go ahead and flip to the 2 pages so you can see what we're doing today and underline some things, and then you can get started. So we're subtracting for all of these, so your process to be going through is more on top, no need to stop, more on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So work column by column. As you complete one, I want you to have your calculator with you. So if you don't, you need to go get it at the end of this. And I want you to check your work. So you're going to type 6397 minus 2976, hit equals, and see if your answer is correct. If it's not, then you need to figure out what you did wrong and fix it. Okay, so you have this page to do, and then here's your last bit of work today. And this is going to be a little bit more advanced in the sense of it changes it up like crazy. So you have some 2-step problems, you have some useless info, you might be adding, you might be subtracting. It's just a mix of everything. The very first thing I want you to do, though, is go to problem 3, so I don't forget and you don't forget. And I need you to put a little caret here and say, Tim gave Nancy 449 more orange balloons, so that this one is a doable problem. Okay. All right, so here's an example of what you're going to be doing today. So we're underlining important info, working it out, which means show work, and write your answer. So you have 3 tasks to do. Please write that right now. Okay, so Tom's high school played this many football games and this many baseball games. He attended, which means went to, 573 football. Bracket the question, how many football games did he miss? Okay, so let's see. Football baseball, 10 football, how many football? So in this one, this is useless information. And you're going to identify that from the question, okay? What you need to be thinking about. All right, so this is where the amount of total. This is the part he attended. Okay? So we're going to subtract to find how much is left or how many he missed. And so right here is where you would do your work. You're going to have to write small so you have space to work, and make sure you copy the numbers correctly. And then you'll go ahead and do your subtraction. Okay? More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. More on the floor, go next door, get 10 more. And 6 minus 5 I can do. Okay? And then you need to have underline important info, worked it out, and write your answer. How many football games did Tom miss? Tom missed 168 football games. Okay? So this is an example of a problem where there was useless information. Okay? All right. Next, here's a two-step problem. Jack had this many baseball cards. 23 were destroyed. You have to figure out what hint that would be. Destroyed. And Sally bought this many of Jack's baseball cards later. So bracket the question. How many baseball cards does Jack have now? After all this happened. He has this, then 23 were destroyed, then Sally bought that many. So how many does he actually have left or have now at the end? So you have a two-step problem. Make sure you label your answer when you do this destroyed problem. Okay. Jack's cards. Okay. Then Sally bought 579 of them. So you have your other problem to do, and you still have your sentence to do. Okay. All right. So you're going to work through like that, figuring out what kind of problems it is. Maybe it's an addition problem. These both were subtraction. But some, like this, Tim gave Nancy more balloons, is going to be an addition problem. So you have to be analyzing and noticing hints through each of these. So you have these problems and these problems on the back. Okay. So go ahead now and officially get started on all your work today. I'm fine. I want you to do daily CCR by yourself. I want you to do this page by yourself. But I'm actually fine when you get to here. If you'd like to do this with a partner and work through it together, then you can, because I think the conversation would be good. If you want to do it by yourself, that's okay too. All right, good luck. If you have questions, please ask the sub in the room, or I can talk to you about it later. I forgot to mention this one part right here in problem number 5. This question here, I'm not going to be worried if you can't figure this part out. You definitely can do the first part here. But this one is sort of like a challenge one. If you can figure out how much money that she ends up having in dollars and cents, meaning like $2.50 or $3 and something cents. Because your answer is going to end up being how many nickels does she have. And remember, a nickel is worth 5 cents, or you could write it like this, 5 cents. So that's what a nickel is. They're wondering if you have however many nickels you end up with, how much money is that actually in whole dollars and leftover cents if you combined all the nickels together. Okay, something to think about.